Hi my lovelies, welcome back again to Debzies Delight. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by once again. If you're new on here, thank you so much for stopping by as well. And I hope you stay. Today we are making this delicious sausage roll. Very inviting, very simple to make. So if you want to spice up things this Christmas, see how I made this and I promise you will love it. Into a bowl, add some all-purpose flour. To this, add some milk powder, some nutmeg, some baking powder, sugar and salt to taste. Mix everything until well combined. Don't worry, I'll leave the quantities of ingredients in the description box, so be sure to check it out, okay? I'll then add my butter, and with my clean hands, I'll mix everything beautifully with the tip of my fingers, just as demonstrated on your screen, until it's nice and flaky like so. Now to make my dough, I will add some chilled water. Please make sure to add chilled water to get your crust to be very crunchy and flaky, okay? Once it is well combined like so, you're good to go, and this is the exact consistency we are looking for. I'll now place this in my cling film and pop it in my fridge for about 2 hours, and we will work with this later. Now to prepare our filling, I'm going to use some chicken sausage. You can use any sausage at all of your choice, but I find the chicken to be nicer. I'll transfer this to my food processor, and to this I'll add some red onions, some black pepper powder and paprika powder, and the last ingredient is some garlic, which I lost the footage. I'll blend everything beautifully until it's nice and flaky, just like so. If you are enjoying this video so far, why don't you be kind to like this video, leave me a nice comment, and also share, just so others will know of this beautiful recipe. It's been 2 hours and our dough is nice and soft. What I'm going to do now is to smear enough flour on my clean work surface and start rolling my dough. To roll your dough, roll it from top to bottom, not in a mashing manner, or else by the time you're done, your dough will be too gummy, and you don't want that. You want your sausage rolls to be very nice, flaky and crunchy. To make it easier to work with, so I don't apply too much heat to cause it to be too stretchy, I'll divide it into two and work on each separately. Now I'm going to apply some more flour and roll the first dough until it's nice and flat. By the time you're done with your sausage roll, you want the ends to be nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do now is to cut the edges with my pizza cutter until it's nicely squared up. Again, if you do not get it to be perfect, don't worry. Once you roll it, you can always cut the ends off, but it's easier to do it this way before you roll it, okay? To seal the ends, I'm going to apply some eggs. You can always use milk if you do not like eggs, okay? Or even water. It all works perfectly fine. Once this is done, I'm going to begin filling my dough with my filling. I'm going to use a generous amount as I want it to be nice and juicy on the inside once it's done. So please be generous about it, okay? You're making it at home and you can always make it as you like. That is the beauty of making your own food at home. I'm just going to roll everything once I've applied enough of the filling. So roll it from top to bottom, tucking in the sides and the top until it is nice and round. To seal it, roll it over on the top of your surface in this motion as demonstrated, and tuck the ends exactly like how I'm showing you now. As I mentioned before, sometimes you might not get it to be too perfect. That is okay. Just cut off the ends until you get it nice and round. Now divide it to your preferred size. I wanted it to be somewhat medium. You can always make it smaller or larger if you prefer. This was the first dough, and I'm going to show you how I perfected the second one. I made sure that the top bit was slightly smaller than the bottom bit, and I made sure to tuck it in more while I rolled it. As I said, practice makes perfect, so don't be too hard on yourself, okay? At least you're making it at home, so keep practicing and I know you'll get there. So once I was done with the second round, I divided it into my preferred sizes and it was done. Just look at that. I loved this process so much. It's so calm and I just love everything I do in my kitchen. It's a time for reflection for me. It's a time of joy for me, as I know I'm going to make something tasty for the entire family and even visitors. I'm going to make some design on the top of my sausage rolls with my knife. You can always use your fork and make any design at all of your choice. Next, I'm going to give it an egg wash so it's nice and golden once baking is done. Again, if you do not like eggs, you can always use some evaporated milk, which works same. I find it that the eggs give it a more golden look in the end, but that is just fine. You can always use milk as well. Now to bake this, I'm going to line my baking tray with some baking sheets and transfer each of the sausage rolls onto it. Pop it into my preheated oven at 160 degrees Celsius and bake this for about 20 to 40 minutes depending on how powerful your oven is. Of course, make sure to check on it intermittently. And voila! Just look at those beauties. I loved this. It tasted amazing as well. It's worth trying. You definitely have to add it to your list of recipes this Christmas and your family will love you for it. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, share. If you haven't subscribed, please be kind to hit on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will be instantly notified. Until I see you in my next one is bye for now.